Merry Christmas, movie house!
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
I am Mark, your fat friend,
And I'm James, your black friend,
and this is the Fat and Black Connection.
where we talk about anything and everything as long as it's interesting to us.
Absolutely, and it is December 25th, 2024.
Ooh,
It is 8:02 p.m. on the left coast, west coast.
this is the first time we've actually had a Christmas show.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
This is our first ever Christmas edition of the Fat and Black Connection. And the other interesting thing about this episode is that this is our last episode of the year.
It is our last episode of the year.
And with that in mind, what I thought we would do for this episode is look at what we've done this year. And we'll get to that shortly. I've already got the slide deck set up, ready to go. You've seen nothing. But before we get to that, my Christmas gift from my wife was a big hunk. And the last time she got me one of these was the day of our wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I have not had a big hunk in a very long time. Have you ever had a big hunk?
I don't think
so. It's basically like nougat with honey and peanuts.
Oh.
Oh, dang. I don't remember it being this hard.
That's what she said.
Wow.
So I just realized this when I looked at this. Oh, dang it! Cattleman's Cut. This is a Yellowstone, inspired by Yellowstone beef stick. This one's Angus beef. So I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, I know you like that anus beef.
I don't even know what anus beef is, but Angus. That's okay. I just remembered when I realized when I I just realized when I looked at it right now, is that Cattleman's Cut. I don't really care for their beef jerky. I bought like a little bag of it, and I didn't really care for it the last time I had it. And so these, I just saw Yellowstone, and I was like,
I like the show.
I was like, and I don't even really know the show, but I was like, eh.
Okay.
Maybe I'll start watching it if the beef's any good.
And since it's not so much, not so much.
I think the only reason I'd watch that show is Kevin Costner.
Fair enough. You want to dive into our urine review?
Sure, why not?
Don't get ahead of yourself on anything here. Trust me, I have things set up in a sequence. So only because this was one of the first things that we really started off the new year with. Oakbridge.
Yeah.
We announced the cast who was going to be in Oakbridge season 1. Let's fix this. Let's do this. Here we go. And this was kind of the start of our year, was announcing that we had finally fully cast Oakbridge, and that we were going to get into some pre-production, which of course then we teased a release date of 6/21/24.
Sure did.
Got a little bit of a fancier logo created by Ashley Dean, produced by 97 and Now Productions. And of course, the cover art from episode 1.
Yep.
Done by the fantastic Jam the Artist.
Yep.
We hit 5,000 downloads really quickly. It was amazing. After episode 1 release, we got to 5,000 with a quickness. You know where we are now?
What, 250?
Over 250,000 downloads for Oakbridge as a series.
And that's everything.
That is everything. That's the Oakbridge After Darks, the 10 episodes of the season, the trailers, everything, but still 250,000 downloads. Huge.
That's good.
I didn't pull it up, but just for funsies, let's take a look really quickly at where episodes are from a download count. Hold please. Let's see. So episode 1, No Fishing, is at 44,000 downloads. 44,000 people probably have listened to that first episode. That's impressive.
That is
impressive. Of course, we also have Bridge Season 2.
Yeah.
Started recording a few months ago. Actually, a couple months ago. Not that long ago. And can we get an update on Season 2 recording?
Yeah. So we got we still have some stuff to get done. I don't know. There was scheduling, not scheduling things, but it was issues with people not knowing when they were supposed to be there and stuff, even though stuff was out. So those are getting worked out. I have some recording. Actually, I'm doing some recording in the morning, matter of fact. But yeah, we're moving right along. So, talked to Joe. Had to get some stuff redone because in my matrix, my breakdown matrix, I don't know how I got off numbered wrong, and so it messed things up. So I had to send all the stuff back to Joe. So that was fun. Well, not all the record. It's just the paperwork stuff. I have to get sent to him. I sent some stuff, and I got to resend the script. I think it's episodes 1 through 4. I think I have to resend because basically that's what was on the sheet that got screwed up. So
wow. So we're at basically 0 post-production is what you're saying.
No, stuff has gotten done. Like, he's pulling stuff. It's just that when I got to that form, the numbers were off. So I had to go back in, renumber, make sure everything was was correct. So I had to renumber in the script, and I had to renumber on the sheet just to make sure everything was in line.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that sucked, but other than that, this one's not much better. This is American Wagyu. It was another Yellowstone.
Wagyu?
American Wagyu. Wagyu.
Gotcha. So of course we 97 Now Productions worked on Pop Culture Kaboom podcast. Unfortunately, kind of have let it gone by the wayside. It never picked up. It never was really doing much. We were seeing 2, 3, 5 downloads per episode, and that was weeks after release.
Mm-hmm.
It boggles my mind. And it's something I definitely want to come back to, and I've talked to Jimmy about. I feel bad. And oh, there he is. Hey. It's amazing. Merry Christmas to you as well, sir. It's amazing to me because Pop Culture Kaboom is a fantastic show. The radio show that Jimmy and Rob do. They get really great guests. And supposedly, according to the radio station where they do the original, production, they have thousands and thousands of listeners
online,
and yeah, that's just through the online streaming of
Right.
of the KMBC website.
Right.
That doesn't include potentially what they might be getting, of actual listeners live in Carson and around.
Right.
So it's a long show, right? It's a 3-hour show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain people don't, listen to the whole thing. And, I talked to Jimmy and I was like, I think you guys got something that, needs to get pushed in another medium. And I was fully expecting to see at least numbers that would justify what we were doing in putting it out there in the podcast format. Cause I think it's a really good product. I think it has, and Jimmy has made changes this last year to the show to make it better. Some changes that were a long time coming, right, Jimmy? But I definitely want to come back to hopefully doing some more post production on these things when things calm down at work for me and get back in the swing of it. But it's hard. It's hard, especially when we do have so many things, so many pokers in the fire. What's the wording? What's the phrase? So many irons in the fire.
Irons in the fire. Yeah.
Yes. That when you're not seeing the results that you'd like to see, it's hard, right? With Oak Bridge, seeing how quickly and massively that show took off, it like makes you feel like, okay, you're doing this and it's worthwhile, and you're seeing a response, you're hearing a response. It's fantastic. And while I was never expecting, the Pop Culture Kaboom podcast to, see 5,000 downloads per episode immediately. I thought for certain
you'd get to that.
We'd be double digits easy.
Yeah.
I was expecting triple digits easy, considering, that show has 10,000 listeners streaming online.
Right. And they're probably not going to be able to listen to the whole show. So you would think, oh, it's in podcast format. Oh, okay. So I can go back and I can, listen to the rest, or I can listen to this part that I want to listen to or whatnot.
Yeah. So, we'll get back to it. It's hopefully we can figure out whatever it is that is successful for the radio aspect.
Mm-hmm.
What needs to be brought to the table for the podcast to be more successful.
That's it.
Also helped out, not my show, not our show, but we definitely helped out with Dreamwell Comics Shop Chatter with Robert and Jimmy. I was there
Shop Chatter.
I was there for the first ever production, helping out on the camera, and I love working with those guys. I think they, again, Robert, and I mean Jimmy is a consummate professional. He does a fantastic job generally prepping and preparing for what he works on. And I respect that. I think The only thing, Jimmy, that I've ever said that I'm like I would love to see more of is your opinion on things rather than rehashing things. But and I think he's done that. I've seen more and more of that, heard more and more of that, I should say, and listening to, the radio show and seeing what he's doing here with Robert. Of course, Robert, one of the co-owners over at Dreamwell Comics. Um, you had the chance to meet Robert, I believe, if I remember correctly, James, at
Yeah,
Kaboom Con and
that is correct.
others.
Yeah.
So, and Jimmy says, oars in the water, cooks in the kitchen. Pick your analogy. Fair enough.
Oars in the water. I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Yeah, I've never heard that one.
I've heard cooks in the kitchen for sure.
Yeah, too many cooks in the kitchen.
Or is it too many Indians, not enough Chiefs?
Ooh, you trying to get us canceled, huh?
No, that's one I heard.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna respond to that one. I'm not trying to get canceled, so yeah, I'm gonna walk right over here.
There's too many Chiefs. Anyways,
yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. So, another cool thing that we got involved with this year in helped kind of like kickstart from a concept. IC Sound Comics.
IC Sound.
It's crazy to think that this did not exist before this year. When you really think about how much we did with the and we're going to talk about them, but how much we did this year, from going, you have it reverse, James.
Yeah,
too many Chiefs, not enough.
That's right. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yes. Yeah. And that is actually a common thing. I can say for myself as well, working in government, there's way too many supervisors, not enough actual people doing the work. It's kind of frustrating. I'm sure you experience that as well. You work for the federal government.
Yeah. I mean, we have a layered management, but yeah.
Layered management, is that what they call it?
That's why, because I mean we have like, so there's regular officers, and then there's leads, then there's supervisors, then there's TSMs, which is transportation security managers, and then there's federal deputies, and yeah, so it's layered, but yeah,
sure. So anyways, this thing, IC Sound Comics, we had hung out with Lawrence and Diego Uriarte last year at a con, and got to become close and ask questions, try to understand what the heck they're waiting for, why they're not doing their own dang thing, to getting them to the point of all right, let's do this.
They had the concepts.
So of course, IC Sound Comics, made up of currently 3 fantastic artists: Lawrence and Diego Uriarte, the dynamic father-son duo, and of course Jam the artist, Justin Mullen, and great team. This was the first ever piece that we produced for IC Sound. This was pushed out and disseminated for
Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, Free Comic Book Day was the first teaser of anything 97 to Now Productions and IC Sound Comics were going to do. And then we, of course, brought in the Murphy's Inc. brand into, we had a vision for doing a Murphy's Inc. comic book where it takes place, about a decade before the audio drama, and working with, the team over there and getting some magic happening.
Yeah.
Hold on to your biscuits.
Big old boards turned small.
Speaking of big old boards, how about this one?
Big old boards. Yeah, that was cool. Like the little one almost doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, agreed. Got to get that logo in there. Yeah, seeing this thing full size in person, which full size is I think a 17 by 22 if I remember correctly.
Something like that.
Um, it's just amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
And
'Cause it's 211
actually,
is by 17. It's
it,
211. Yeah.
when you look at the original drawings, they there's like three pieces to this drawing, right? There's the alligator happening over here, there's the T-Rex happening over here, and then there's the two characters running is a separate piece. And so those three pieces were brought together and laid on one another to make this.
Huh.
Rotoscoping to a degree, if you will.
If you will.
It's amazing. And of course, we had our first ever 97 and out productions, Icy Sound Comics
Booth
booth that we went to, and that was the Silver Age Comic Con. It was a 2-day event in Reno Sparks, July 13th and 14th. So that was a good time. Get out there, start showing off the product, which of course included this the first ever image of Mickey Mouse in the Fantastic Worlds of Steamboat Willie.
That was a limited print that disappeared quickly.
It sure did. And if you were lucky enough to scoop one up, good on you, because that thing is probably going to be worth a penny at some point.
At least 1 penny.
Yes, at least one. And of course, we created banners and everything for all of the different properties that Icy Sound Comics is going to be doing, including Fantastic Worlds.
We didn't have all of them at that point.
We didn't. You're right.
Yeah,
they were all designed. It's just
we were missing. Some didn't. Was it 2 didn't get delivered?
Yeah, they got delivered late.
Yeah.
So here's some images from that event where here's James showing off some of the different products. Of course, you can see in the background Light Trail, which you were a party to that product going back a long time. Light Trail's been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
But it's getting revived. And then, of course, Oak Bridge and Deebs and Midgard can be seen in this image.
Yeah.
Over here, we can see Lawrence and Diego signing first ever 97 and Out Productions and Icy Sound Comics Ash Cans. So this was a black and white, just Murphy's Ink color cover, but black and white on the inside.
Yep. And color back.
Yes, that's why I said color cover.
I thought you said, yeah.
That's okay. And it is Christmas, by the way. We are live. This isn't just some rebroadcast.
No,
this is real.
Live.
Here. It is 8:22 p.m. on the PST. So feel free to chat us up.
Yeah.
Here we see some more Midgard, some the Phantom Skull. Of course, one of my favorite drawings there in the background of you and me as Jor-El and Kal-El.
Yeah.
And of course, we can see Jam hanging out in the background there with his watermelon sketches.
Was it
Fantastic Furious Fury Frog?
Furious Fury Frog.
That's right.
Was it cubed?
And here was the first ever Icy Sound artist interview with Distance Nerding at the Silver Age Comic Con.
Yep.
And this is one of my favorite photos. This is really like, us bringing stuff together. We've got Jimmy from Pop Culture Kaboom here, you, me, Justin, Diego, and Lawrence. Of course, the person taking the photo, got to give some credit to as well, because Durrell, he helped out a ton with getting us set up for the con, for Kaboom Con. For
Merry Christmas, Tyrus.
Silver Age. Merry Christmas, movie house. So, I love this photo. This was at Red Robin.
Yum.
We had a really good meal, good server.
Yeah.
We ate a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of different stuff that came out. The pizzas and the
finally tried the Donato's pizza, which
was actually surprisingly really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We got what else? Like the donut tower dessert.
We had that. We had
I know I had a shake.
Onion ring towers and
We ate like kings that night.
Yeah, and that was actually this is actually during setup. So this was the day we finished setting up
for Silver Age.
Silver Age. We were actually going to go to another restaurant that said they closed. We would have time to eat, but they were closed up. They said, "No, we ain't taking no more people." So we said, "Okay, fine. You don't get our money.
We'll take our money elsewhere then."
Yeah.
So it was a Silver Age Comic Con was a good event. It was a good coming out, so to speak, for us. You know, I know I had a good time.
It was a good time.
You know, we met a lot of people. You know, skipping ahead just a little bit, most recently, Icy Sound Comics had a booth at Fan Expo San Francisco. Lawrence, Diego, and Jam were all there representing the brand and, you know, making magic happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think when we just focus on the Icy Sound and what we've done there, it's amazing because other things to talk about, we created an action figure.
It did.
I mean, it's a collectible, right? It's not an action figure. I shouldn't say that because he's not like posable, right?
Yeah.
But you can't really see him, but he's up there on a shelf, the full size one, the, you know, about a 14-inch tall Mickey. But you know, this thing right here is amazing, collectible that, you know, we produced. I can't remember how many, 50, I think, and we've sold almost all of them.
I never got mine.
Sucks to be you. You might be hopeful that I have one or two still around for you. We'll see.
When I had to leave, when I had to try and drive back, I didn't get everything. So
drive back.
Yeah, when after you know the fires and everything, I had the flight. Yeah,
the fires in California.
No, in Washoe, the lake or whatever.
Yes, I know. It was a little jokesy. And we'll talk about that in a couple minutes. But, you know, just all those things that we've done with Icy Sound, you know, to go from pretty much nothing to pushing out 2 ash cans, one black and white, one in full color, cover to cover.
Yep. With only like what, 2 words?
2 words. I don't know what you mean by 2 words.
Well, I mean, like the characters actually only say there's no.
Yes, there's a lot more descriptor in the ash can,
but there's only like,
oh boy.
Yeah, there's only.
Yes, Mickey says 2 words.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited from an Icy Sound comics perspective to see where this next year takes us. You know, we have the boys have been very deep in Mickey Mouse, Fantastic Worlds of Steamboat Willie issue or volume 1, I think is what we're going to call it. Or book 1. This thing is huge. It's massive. It's a really amazing story. I can't wait to get book 1 out there for the masses.
Bruh, if you were just Disney adjacent, or you are a Disney fan and you love Mickey Mouse, I mean, this is like there. I don't know. It's hard to explain because it's just so it's going to be amazing. Like the fact that we're taking this story and we're continuing it. We're not taking it some stupid route like, you know, like the scary versions and stuff like that. We're keeping it very true to the story, and it just basically as soon as Steamboat Willie ends, this story picks up, and it's just like, man, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I can't wait. We will have some major updates on that here in the new year, but it is coming. Get excited. There will be likely a Kickstarter or something of the sitch. So, yeah. So 97 Now Productions held its first ever movie screening.
That's right.
We worked with the Carson Valley Cinema to do a private screening of Deadpool Wolverine opening weekend. We had a fantastic turnout. It was a fun event. We had a raffle to go help support, you know, some of the nonprofits that we were sponsoring for KaboomCon. Overall, it was, I think, a really good time. Unfortunately, you weren't there. But
I mean, I saw it opening weekend, but just not with
yes.
everybody.
Yes. And I think there's a difference because I think a lot of the people that we had at our event were true like hardcore either MCU or comic book or you know what I mean. And we did a cosplay contest, which was cool as well.
Yeah.
So it was a really good time. And then let's talk about KaboomCon.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait, we're gonna say it. Say it right. KaboomCon.
Yes, we spent a lot of the year talking about KaboomCon. September 7th, 2024 at the Carson City Community Center. It was a one-day event, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the response from the community was pretty solid.
Wow.
Immediately after we announced, and going into the new year, we got some really big announcements. We were able to get Brent Anderson.
Yeah.
This guy is a comic book legend, working on Kezar, working on X-Men, working on so many different properties with Marvel and others, and just truly a legend in the comic book industry. He was able to come and be at KaboomCon. We were able to announce him as well as Chris Moranin.
Yeah. Both of them nice, super nice guys, man.
Oh yeah.
Even for as big as the stuff they've done, it's like, they were humble. Just we were able to sit down, have conversations with them. We actually, Mr. Anderson, we went to him and Lawrence go back a ways, and so we went to eat afterwards, and he's talking shop, and literally I was just sitting there. I didn't even ask questions. I was kind of ear hustling on their conversation, but man, he's dropping pearls. It's dropping pearls of knowledge and stuff. So
Brent and Lawrence go back to when Lawrence was a teenager.
Yeah.
And similarly, Chris is to Diego what Brent is to Lawrence, really.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. And so just being able to get these guys out there, and they had a great time too.
Yeah.
They had an awesome time, and so I know they said they would love to come back and stuff like that. So I mean, hey, love to have you.
Yeah, here's some images from the event. We had the local roller derby team in effect helping out, watching the doors, making sure people actually had their wristbands.
Yep.
Here is me and Jimmy from Pop Culture Kaboom. He was our ambassador for the event, the face, if you will, because you certainly don't want my face. Or yours, for that matter, James. Here is the group cosplay contest winners.
Yeah. Skeletor.
Rainbow Bright and She-Ra. Oh, and there's Robert in the background from Dreamwell Comics.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Hold on. Since I called him out.
Yeah, right back there. Yeah.
Oh, looks like he's probably yelling at someone as usual. What else we got? We got a family of Mario Marios and Luigi Marios and
Peach Marios.
A photo bomb by Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack.
Here's all of the cosplay competitors.
Yeah.
Pretty solid turnout. I think we had, and actually I don't think this is everyone, because I think we had like 38 contestants.
We had some people that had to leave or whatnot.
Yeah. But really good turnout, especially for a local Comic-Con that had never been done before. First time in this community. The community turned out. It was great to see.
Please tell me you're lying.
You hear Jared Leto is cast as Skeletor? No, I did not. I did not. But this leads us to KaboomCon. We announced and showed off our new, this is the official KaboomCon logo. So this is not like year specific. This is the forever, kind of like San Diego Comic-Con has its official logo, which is kind of the eye looking at you, right? This is ours. So, but we also had a press release come out in September announcing KaboomCon 2, the sequel. And now here is the official KaboomCon 2 kickoff to Halloween image. Do you believe now?
You better believe.
Of course, this piece of art was by our friend Jam the Artist. And sponsoring this year's event, Visit Carson City, Nevada.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
I got to
So,
remember, visit Carson City, Nevada.
Yes. Not Visit Carson, not Visit Carson City. Visit Carson City, Nevada.
You got to say the whole thing. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Yes. So, of course, we've got a movie night as part of this event where we're going to be screening Ghostbusters 2. Which, if you can't tell, the artwork for Ghostbusters 2 here shown should look reminiscent.
Or ours is reminiscent of that one. I don't
Yeah, however you want to think of it.
know.
But yeah, we'll be doing a movie screening at the Carson City Community Center the Friday night of KaboomCon.
Yeah.
And Tyrus calls out, can't wait for the live action Masters of the Universe. Idris Elba as Man at Arms is going to be lit.
Idris Elba is awesome. I remember the first Masters of the Universe. Masters of the Universe with what was his name? Dolph Lundgren as He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
So we mentioned the Friday night movie screening. Saturday night, we're going to have a Ghost and Ghouls Masquerade Ball with the Fast Times Dance Party.
Fast Times Dance Party.
So, dialing up a notch, right? We've got the con, but we're making it a whole thing for the whole weekend, right? We got the Friday night.
Might as well stay.
We got the Friday night movie screening, the Saturday night dance.
Might as well stay.
Yeah. Come for the whole weekend. It's going to be, I think, as Tyra said, lit.
Just stay for the whole. Just come for the weekend. Just come out.
Yeah,
To everything.
it'll be worth it.
It will be.
And of course, we've got the KaboomCon writing contest going on.
I actually forgot about that.
Yeah, enter if you dare. Are you drawn to the paranormal and captivated by Nevada's eerie lore? So there will be a writing contest, and the prize is that the top 10 stories will be published in its special anthology. So there will be more details and prompts and all that kind of fun stuff coming out on March 1st.
Yeah, be prepared.
But get ready, because that KaboomCon writing contest is coming. A lot of stuff with KaboomCon.
Yeah,
That took up a lot of our year.
did.
And, in the in-between KaboomCon and what we're going to talk about in a minute, I went to St. Louis for work. You went to Hawaii for a week.
Yeah. We did we do Disneyland? No.
No, we haven't done Disneyland since the year before, November of 23.
That's right. I was like, did we?
No. So we did a lot this year.
2024 was packed.
Tyrus asks, is the event still going to be alcohol free? And I assume he's referencing KaboomCon.
I believe we said yes, because we're trying to make sure that
Family friendly.
everybody can come. Well, not everybody, but
Yeah.
at least older kids can come. with
Yeah,
their
we
parents.
want this to be family friendly, and we don't, opening up the box of worms that comes with alcohol and
Then there's permits and stuff you got to do for that, and that's just,
additional insurance,
Yeah.
additional,
it's paid.
probably needing security then or more security. Like,
Make sure if you want to have a drink, be cool. You can have a drink before come.
pregame a little.
Yeah.
Don't come.
Don't come lit. Don't come lit. But
Yes. So next up, we're gonna talk about. Hold, please. Working. Next up, we're gonna talk about
Loading.
this other little thing we've done for the past 24 days.
Load.
So, of course, I'm talking about Podmas, which for the last 24 days prior to today, I've been drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I've been doing the whiskey tour of the world.
Yeah.
24 premium whiskeys. I had one a night. I did miss a couple nights, so I'll be honest, right? I missed a couple nights, and I, had to make them up. But I drank 24 whiskeys over 24 days.
Yeah.
From all around the world. And
I just missed the first night. The other nights were late, but I still got them done the day of.
Good for you. Good for you. Now, I do want to call out my two favorite whiskeys from this box set. And you can find this box set maybe still at Costco. I don't know. There might still be some around, but you can definitely buy it online. On Amazon and other places. But I will say, if you can find it at Costco, it was a fantastic deal. It was $150 for this box set. And it's really...
It's a nice box set.
It's really nice. I will tell you, it's like $100 more than that pretty much anywhere else. So if you can find it at Costco while you can, go get it. But I do want to call out... What is this?
It's a Grinch cookie.
Oh, okay. Good on you. I do want to call out my two favorite whiskeys from this box set. First up, my number 2, Lark Distillery, which this was one that was night 23, but I didn't have it until last night.
The Tasmania one?
Yeah, product of Australia by way of Tasmania or whatever. So I want to call it out because it was really good. If you find Lark, specifically their Lark Classic Cask Single Malt,
That seems like it would be like that's gonna be one of the specialty finds.
Maybe, I'm sure you could find it somewhere out there, out where dreams come true. And of course, my number 1 from night 2,
Oh,
Nick Nean, Scotch whiskey,
held up.
organic, was just fantastic. Yeah, still my number 1. I really want to find an actual bottle of this somewhere because I could see getting one of these and just drinking on it.
Yeah.
But with all of that being said, I have a special treat for tonight. I have a 25th whiskey. This was given to me by my boss.
Your boss?
My boss. My boss.
Bad.
So it is a whiskey. So this ended up working out well. It is not a whiskey of the world. It is a whiskey of the U.S. But this is Scatterbrain peanut butter whiskey for your nutty side. 35% alcohol by volume, so really low alcohol. 750 milliliters, 70 proof whiskey with natural flavor and caramel color. Pretty cool logo. Elephant wearing sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never had this one before. Have you, James?
Mm-mm.
So let's go ahead and open it up. Smell right out of the bottle. Peanuts.
Peanut.
Very, very peanut heavy. Let's go ahead and, as we do on the whiskey tour of the world, we pour some out into the glass. I am not going to do a little bit more than half the bottle on this one.
That'd be fun.
I think that would make for a rough evening.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get my glasses out of the way. Why do we do that, James?
Get that nose deep in that boy.
Yes, I have no tasting notes on this one or anything like that. So
It's nutty on the front, nutty on the nose, full mouth, nut down the throat, nutty.
So it's interesting how, like, just out of the top of the bottle, like smelling it, it really was very nut forward, very like peanutty kind of.
Mhm.
But now it having the chance to open up, it's a lot more alcohol forward, and so it's stinging the sinuses a little bit. Not in a bad way, but there's still that peanut butter kind of scent there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not as robust. So let's try a little. It is very smooth. There's a little bit of a burn on the esophagus, but it's a good burn. It's very sweet. It is very peanut butter, creamy peanut butter flavor. Uh, I always say, whenever you're trying a new alcohol in general, but specifically when it comes to whiskeys, you always have to try at least 2 sips.
Right.
Because the first sip is going to be the shock, right? It's the hit to the mouth where it's like, whoa, you're not, your mouth doesn't know necessarily what to do with it. But the second, that's where you're really going to figure out, okay, is this good? Do I like this?
Right.
I will say there were a few whiskeys that I had out of that box set where the first sip, it was like, I don't want to drink anymore.
Nope.
And then I try second. It was like, okay, it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still, I don't want anymore.
Not good.
Yeah, usually you could tell in the first sip if it's going to be something you're going to like or not. But usually the second sip is better than the first sip. Jimmy's heading out. Got to run. Peace out, Webbits. Talk to you later, and hope you had a Merry Christmas. Indeed. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Hope you have a Merry Christmas as well.
Merry Christmas.
So I do like this. I don't, it is a peanut butter whiskey, so it's kind of like a dessert whiskey. It's something that, you're not going to just sit at and smoke a cigar and drink, right? Like this is something you have after dinner or
when you're having a PB&J.
Yeah. And that's where like I kind of want to, do this on the rocks with some like Chambord.
Ooh.
I think that would be a PB&J. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I have Chambord. I'm going to be right back while you talk about your Advent beer for a couple moments. Okay. I'll be right back.
Cool. Yeah. So, well, I got my beer tower up there. That was the first 12 of 24. And that one had a lot of IPAs, even though there's an IPA box. I mentioned that multiple times, but I think my favorite out of that one was the Maduro, the brown ale. That one was really delicious. And then I got this other 24, and it was Lazy. I had a couple beers from Lazy Dog Beer Club, and I had some from Corey's Fine Wine and Spirits. This was the first one. Pliny the Elder. I don't remember how. I don't think I said it right at all. But yeah, just run. I guess we can run through real quick. So I had Beast of Both Worlds. That's from Lagunitas. The original Dale's American Pale Ale. Unholy American Tripel. Sun City IPA. Then we had and actually that Beast of Both Worlds was an East and West Coast blend IPA. The Maduro brown ale, which I said was probably like one of my favorite ones out of that whole kit and caboodle. Headhunter IPA. Okay. Then we had Allagash White, which was a Belgian wheat, which I actually really like Belgian wheat, so that was okay. That worked out pretty good. Victory Golden Monkey is another one that I really liked that I need to try and find some more of that. Black Butte Porter, that's from Oregon. That was the only West Coast beer that I actually had in there. And then we had Juice Bomb IPA, Loose Cannon IPA, and then Florida Avenue, which it was like Illuminate or something like that, which that one was a lot. Going into you got your ice cube. Cool. I'm just going through my beers. That was the first 12, and then again we had Pliny the Elder. We had Rock Ridge, Red Rock Ridge of an amber ale. The Disappointing Churro Stand, which was a churro cider, which was very odd. My least favorite of everything was this Mocha Madness or Mocha Madhouse,
was not a fan of that one. But then I got into this one, and this was Montego Slay. Yo, I definitely am going to get that again for sure. Fizzy Lifter was a hef. I haven't had so it was nice to have a hef. I haven't had one of those in a while. And hold on, I gotta actually I can get rid of this box now, but I need to take pictures of all these so I can at least remember. We had the Golden Pilsner from Fremont, the Silver Surfer Imperial Brown Ale, and then we got in the last couple of days, which was Primal Tiki Urges, which was pretty good. Fizzy Logic, which I will 100% will be getting again. I enjoyed that one. I'm going to see. I have one more of these left, but this was the Everlasting Everfruit IPA, which was amazing. And then the last but not least, last night's was the Christmas Bomb Imperial Stout brewed with spices. And so that was all 24 of the beers that I had. So it was a lot. But like my favorite two out of those 24, like the Maduro Brown Ale and that Montego Slay would probably be second. Even it's a cider, not a beer, but and then like this Everfruit one that I had. It's just kind of disappointing that I won't be able to find that one again.
So I've done about equal parts of the peanut butter whiskey, Chambord, and cream, or half and half.
Okay.
Which I know you'd need to take a lactate, but
I'm not sure about actually on a half and half because I'm not sure if it's actually milk or not.
Oh my. That is delicious.
There you go.
This might be hits. Whew. Sneak up on you. It's sweet and delicious.
Yes,
tastes like a peanut butter and jelly.
Kick in the throat.
But it did it shocked me. Came out of nowhere. So it's been a year. We've done a lot of cool stuff. We've done a lot of fun things, getting outside of our comfort zone. Also staying in our comfort zone with like Oak Ridge and doing audio dramas. But definitely starting a comic book company was not something I ever saw.
That wasn't on the bingo card.
Yeah.
You know what else wasn't on the bingo card? Have you ever heard it? So I found these the other day when I was out. Camel jerky.
I mean, I assume it's made of camel. Kangaroo jerky. I've heard of kangaroo is pretty common.
Basically, yeah. Well, in Australia, yeah. But this company was Ricky's Jerky .com. They were actually out at Enchant.
Habanero teriyaki.
Yeah, out at Enchant and at the Las Vegas Bar Park where the
save that one for me. Won't try that.
I'm probably going to end up ordering some more of this stuff because you can do it online. You can also order online as well. So if you want to get some beer sausage. So I'm gonna break some of these open next week for sure. I just wanted to show those off because I was like, yo, this is I'd never heard of camel jerky. Or I mean, I never even seen kangaroo jerky either. But I knew like kangaroo is kind of one of those meats in Australia. Like actually there's farms that raise kangaroo just for meat. Like we raise cattle, I was like, But yeah. So the camel one was like, I was like, huh? But yeah, and actually they don't have a whole lot of other stuff in them. They're very natural. It's so like on this camel one, brown sugar, water, honey, salt, garlic, natural smoke flavoring, cultured celery powder, and that's just celery powder and sea salt and black pepper. So there's not a whole lot of other stuff in these. It's just basically the meat and whatever they kind of add to it. So
I meant to show this earlier. KaboomCon 2025 is only 268 days away.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
Nope.
That's craziness, in my opinion.
It's crazy.
And so we've talked about our year in review. Is there anything that we didn't talk about in that regard that you wish we would have, or that you feel like maybe I left out? Or I'll call out one other thing for you, James. You've stopped having to hope to find somebody to talk to and date. It sounds like you're going relatively steady with something.
Someone, yes.
Well, I don't know what I don't know if you want me sharing his name or not.
Wow.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
But I think that's good news. Gonna wrap up the year. Is this your first time in the holidays in a relationship?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always terrifying, and is either a really good thing or a really bad thing, depending.
Yeah. So I mean, like today I met her dad today, which was nice, and so cool guy. So we talked and had a, we chatted, and what he talked about I knew stuff about, and vice versa. So we got to chat about that kind of stuff. And then I met some of our other family a few weeks back after Thanksgiving. But yeah, no. So it was so far so good.
And how long are we at now?
So yeah, so we're at like 4 months, almost 5 months. It'll be 5 months next. Yeah. So in
have you exceeded your longest relationship?
Yes and no. So I say yes because the one that I was in that was longer, it was just absolute. It was painful. But the only reason I really stayed in that relationship was because of personal reasons. And
what does that even mean?
I won't get into it. It's yeah. Anyway, but basically, I stayed because I just needed it to work, and it wasn't gonna work, and I should have known that sooner. But yeah, so that one was like 9 months, but it might as well not have been. But yeah, so far this has been the best relationship I've had. So.
Well, that's good. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm, one of the things that I do, you are my brother from another mother, and I don't mean you're my brother from another mother. Like, I do genuinely, consider you a brother. You are an uncle to my child, right?
Yeah. We family out here.
Yeah. So, I genuinely want to see you be happy and hope that you find that partner that can help bring that out. And always remember, it is a partnership.
Right. Oh, and I do want to thank you guys because I did get your this was probably my favorite part of the horn thing that I got was
do you have it close by? Can you show the folks?
So yeah, whoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. So it's a little Mjolnir it's a bottle opener.
Yep.
I really like that. I was like, that's awesome. Yeah, let me grab this.
I figured you've been drinking beer. You need something proper to drink it out of.
Yeah.
A drinking horn.
Skull.
I don't know if you'll ever use it, but I thought,
Yeah, I mean, like, I was just like, how do I clean this out? And
yeah, that's the hard part. Right?
There was no instructions on, like, there's no cleaning instructions. I could probably go online and find I can probably go on the website and find cleaning instructions.
It is generally alcohol that's going in there. So
yeah, but at the same time, I'd still like to, wash it out and stuff like that. But no, I was like, oh, this looks fun.
there was something else though, as I recall.
There was. I put that on somewhere. It's up here somewhere. Where is it? It's over there. Something about why did my balls hit the water or something like that.
It was a book about getting old.
Yeah.
I expect you to read it. I expect a 3 to 5 page synopsis.
You will get nothing from me, sir.
Fair enough. Well,
I feel like I've got that book before. I feel like you guys sent me that book before, or some other book. It's up here
I've sent
somewhere.
you a similar book before, but not that. Exact.
Oh, not that one. Okay, there's a similar book. Okay,
Yes, conceptually.
James
similar.
must. Oh, here. This is what Tyra said. Oh, you put it up. I'm sorry.
James must drink from the horn.
Yeah, I'm gonna rinse it out, and then I'll drink from it next week. How about
I'm
that?
sure you could do a Google search or a YouTube search and find a video on.
Oh yeah,
drinking horn.
that's what I'm. That's what I said. I can probably go on the website and
if
find
it was me, what I would do is I would just buy a bottle of like isopropylene alcohol, because that'll disinfect anything. So you do your drinking and then you pour that in afterwards, and then pour it in, get it all shook around good, and good 30 seconds or so, and then pour it out, rinse it out with hot water. I think you should be fine.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's other ways to do it as well.
Yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna probably like this came from Thorndeball. This is the bag that it came in.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting still stuff flying off of it. But I'm sure I'm gonna go to that website and see if it has cleaning instructions on there, or if I can find like a just the a video or some instructions on.
I am sure there's a YouTube video out.
Yeah, I'm sure. 100%. I'm sure there's YouTube videos for pretty much anything.
So let's look ahead, shall we? So in 2025, some things that we know we've got coming. We know we've got Oak Bridge Season 2 coming. We talked about that already. It's in close to 100% post-production.
Right.
Still a little bit of recording, but mostly post-production.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Kaboom Con coming.
2.
Right?
Part 2 with the bomb guy going 2.
That's right. Just like the Stay Puft. Or not Stay Puft, the
Ghost.
The Ghost doing the deuces.
Yeah.
Or Peace or 2. So those are 2 huge things in and of themselves.
Right.
We've got Murphy's Inc. Season 3 that's in pre-production, and the scripts are getting close. Our good friend Tara is reviewing and hatcheting and having fun with them.
Oh, wait. Oh, she's back?
Yes, Tara's back.
Nice.
Yes, Tara's back, engaged and involved. So,
well, I know. Yeah, she had some things going on, so that's why she had to drop.
Step away for a while.
Away for a little bit, but that sounds good. That's great news to hear.
I know we're also going to get a pitch for a new audio drama from someone here in the near future.
Oh yes, we should be
waiting on that, and I know that person's watching, so get to it. Waiting on that hard pitch. I've only heard the soft pitch. Might need to get him that blue pill. Get it hard. Why is your tongue so green? It's from that cookie?
Yeah.
Good golly. Thanks. And of course, we've got one other major thing. We talked about Icy Sound and likely Mickey Volume 1 or Book 1 or whatever the hell it's going to be called coming in 2025. Tyra says, "Welcome back, Tara. Welcome back."
Welcome back.
We've got a lot of big things coming in 2025, and when we say we're doing big things, like we mean it, right?
Yeah.
We don't do anything small.
Well, we both big.
Big.
we don't do small things. We only do big things.
And speaking of big things,
big thing.
We got one other big thing happening in 2025.
What's that big thing?
Hawaiian Island cruise is 283 days away.
Oh,
man. So this is one thing, that was a negative in 2024, right? We talked about the downside of Pop Culture Kaboom podcast and how that really just hasn't been working out. We want it to, and we're going to come back to it in 25. But this was another thing, right? We had organized and put together a group cruise for a Panama Canal 15-day cruise from Miami to Los Angeles, only to find out a couple of weeks ago that it had been canceled. Now, this wasn't canceled by us. This was canceled by the cruise line.
Yeah.
Likely there weren't enough signups already, or whatever the case may be, on the ship as a whole, not just our group. So, unfortunately, that was canceled. Now, they did give us anything you'd put down, you got back, or whatever, plus 10% off on a future cruise. So we had talked about some different ideas, and the Hawaiian Island cruise really, I think, sounded like a good time. It's a 7-day cruise out of Honolulu, Oahu, and starts there, ends there, hits up 4 different islands. A lot of fun stuff. And
you hit twice.
Honolulu.
No, one you hit twice. One while out, you hit twice because you hit one side and then you go around it and then you hit the other side.
Yes, you are correct that there is the Big Island gets hit twice.
Yeah, and then and then you stay like a full night or
two of the ports that you're at. You're there for basically 24, 36 hours.
Yeah,
so a good long time. Yeah. But this cruise is going to be fantastic. You fly into Hawaii, into Honolulu, jump on the ship. You got 7 days, 5 ports, I can't remember. But we talked about the cruise, the itinerary and stuff before when we were looking at it, but it is official now. We have started the group. Ian Court is our personal cruise consultant moving forward. He took over after Terry evidently left, and Ian knows Terry, and I did find out that Terry left on good terms and everything. It's just he decided to go back to a field that he worked in evidently prior to working for Norwegian.
Oh, excellent.
So good on him. I hope he's happy. I know that
I miss you already.
Some people that worked with Terry were not terribly fond of him, didn't feel like maybe he was responsive enough or whatever the case may be. And Tyra says, hurricane season, does Hawaii have issues? No, it does not generally.
When I went and it was in October, so this is looking like October as well. It was pretty nice. We had a couple days where it rained, but again, it cleared up for the most part. So,
Yeah, and I mean, in the last 20 years, hurricanes to come close to Hawaii, and they call them tropical cyclones, not hurricanes in that area, evidently. We haven't seen cyclones. More than 4 in a year in the last decade plus get anywhere close. And I think only 1 has actually made landfall in Hawaii in the last decade plus. So I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, when they were shooting Jurassic Park.
Well, that was like 20 plus years ago, but yeah.
I'm saying. Well, that was longer. Okay. Yeah, I forget.
It's been a while. You're old.
It's been a while.
Yeah, you're old. You gotta remember how old you are. But Ian Court's our guy. We've got we have a Facebook group set up with all of the information. Head over there. This group is open to anyone and everyone, as long as you're interesting to us.
That was pretty good. As soon as you said it, I was like, as long as it's interesting to us?
Yes. But I thought, let's talk about the ship for a couple of minutes, because this is a very different ship.
Smaller.
It is dynamically smaller. So the ship that we went on for our last cruise when we did the Alaska cruise was the Norwegian Bliss. This thing is a super ship, right? It was huge, 4,000 plus people, blah, blah, blah. Just a massive ship, right? This ship is not massive. It's not small. It's still good size, but it is, here we go. It's the Pride of America. So it is 80,439 pound. I'm sorry, gross register tonnage. 2,150 guest capacity. So on the Bliss, it's over 4,000. I think it's like 4,040 or something like that. So about half the capacity. It's 920 feet in length, 120 feet in width, max width. It was recently refurbished, 2022. And it has a crew of 927.
Oh, okay.
So that's a pretty good ratio when you think about guests to crew.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, some of the crew have nothing to do with the guests directly ever, but I will say, as just a preface, immediately, unfortunately, Pride of America does not have a haven. However, it does offer suites where you get a very haven-esque experience. So you'll get that priority embarkation, disembarkation. You'll get, an exclusive restaurant, which is Cagney's Steakhouse for breakfast and lunch, and then for dinner, it's whatever. I can't remember. But then the nice thing is NCL has actually upped their specialty dining package. We'll talk about that more in the future. But instead of 2 restaurants or 2 nights, it's 3 now. So that's fantastic. So let's look at this ship, right? Pride of America cruise ship highlights. So they have Starlink high-speed internet available on the ship, which most of Norwegian does now. When we went, they didn't, but they have started upgrading. So this cruise, this itinerary specifically, happens all year round. So the employees working on this ship, this is the only cruise they do, so they know what's happening next, what happened before. They can help point you in the right direction for anything. It's literally, it comes in, you get off the ship at 7 a.m. on a Saturday, and by 6 p.m. that same Saturday, it's leaving for the next round. And that is all it does every week of the year.
Wow.
It is also the only U.S. flagship amongst the NCL cruise line. Do you know what that means? It means that it is actually a ship of America. So if you look at most of the other ships, they're like of Trinidad or somewhere in the Bahamas, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But it is an actual American cruise ship, and it's the only one of the fleet. Extraordinary dining options. We'll dive into that more. But Pride of America offers a genuine Hawaiian culinary experience by serving local Hawaiian cuisine such as pineapple, beurre blanc, with fresh seafood, papaya, with Asian short ribs, and a variety of tropical juices.
Juice.
We've got some different images from the ship. We'll pull that up. Capitol atrium staircase. Enjoy extraordinary dining options. Stop by the Cadillac Diner to indulge in classic comfort foods.
Yeah.
Best views of the Nepali coast. Take in the warm ocean breezes in your own cabana. Unwind at the Mandara Spa. Feel free to say aloha. Splash the day away on the pool deck. It's a smaller pool deck, but again, it's a smaller ship, smaller everything. And they actually have 2 pools. Enjoy choice cuts at Cagney Steakhouse. Hike along majestic waterfalls in Maui. So there are many unique destinations that we're going to see on this cruise. You can witness the fiery lava flows of Kilauea, sail along the lush natural landscape, or sip a Mai Tai in Maui. Kilauea, I'm like, come on, I want to see one of those lava flows pouring out into the ocean.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
We got that white thunder when we went to Alaska, so I want to see some lava. That's the interesting dichotomy here when you think about our last cruise was an Alaskan frozen tundra, and now we're going to a tropical paradise where we might see fire.
Fire and water don't mix, except when they do, and they make an island.
It does mix, though, is sugar in water.
Lee's Green Spectrum Trail of sugar water?
Mm-hmm.
We got bugs. You were stung as a child, weren't you?
So we've got many different stateroom types. So the suites, of course, as I mentioned before, this is where you're going to get, you're going to have a butler. You're going to have your own concierge. You're going to have all those amenities that you're used to getting with the Haven, except you're not going to have an exclusive Haven restaurant, exclusive Haven bar. But, it's pretty close. And the pricing wise, it's not significantly higher. I was actually comparing a aft balcony room, regular aft balcony room, compared to a suite. And it was only like $200 more for the suite to have all of those perks and amenities. So I'll let you guess what you think I'm getting.
Yeah.
Uh, so dining, lots of dining, specialty dining, bars and lounges, activities, spa, onboard shopping. We're going to talk about all of this in more detail. But tonight, for this, I just want to focus on the dining because to me, being a fat guy is one of the most important things. We can talk about the other aspects later. We'll go into more depth as we get closer and closer to this thing, but it is not that far away. So I can't say enough. Do not wait. The sooner you lock in, the better discount you're going to get on your room, because there are discounts as we become a group. Right now, if we lock in the group rate soon, then we would get an additional 10% off. And for those of you that were already going to Panama, you are already getting 10%, plus you'll get another 10%. So book now, book soon. We need 5 total rooms to lock in the group rates. And we're at 2 so far. I'm aware of another 3 that are planning to book in the next 2 to 3 days. But let's talk about dining, shall we?
Sure.
Learn more. Pew. So, Cadillac Diner. Pull up a chair at the casual diner and order from a diverse selection of comfort foods, including burgers, chicken wings, milkshakes, and more. Experience a slice of Americana, including classic American cars, with every bite. I'm sorry, I do not want to taste motor oil in my burger.
No, I don't think.
I'm a little disconcerted by that.
I'm not sure a 67 Ford would really do it for me.
So let's take a look at the menu real quick. So daily milkshake specials. On Saturdays, they offer the orange creamsicle. Sunday, Maui Oreo rocker.
Those are $4 a piece.
They are $4 a piece.
Right.
Monday, Mocha Monday. Tuesday, chocolate cherry bomb. Wednesday, perfect PB&J. Thursday, luscious luau night. And Friday, Hawaiian passion. Sorry. Mix it up your way, so it looks like you can get a different shake if you don't want the daily. Breakfast is available until 11 a.m. in this one. All egg dishes served with hash browns and a choice of English muffin, bagel, white, or whole wheat toast. So you can get American style, 2 eggs any style, bacon or sausage. English breakfast, 2 eggs any style, bacon, sausage, baked beans, grilled tomato, and sauteed mushrooms.
Yeah.
Sounds like how you'd get it. Breakfast sandwich, scrambled eggs, ham, cheddar cheese, brioche bun, French toast, whipped butter, syrup, ham and cheese omelet, smoked ham, cheddar cheese, vegetable omelet, tomato, bell peppers, fresh herbs.
Herbs.
Now we're moving into like the lunch, dinner, I think. Soup of the day, chef's creation, Cobb salad. I'm not going to read everything.
Yep.
If you want to hear something, tell me. Caesar salad, barbecue pulled pork slider, pretzel bites, half dozen chicken wings, loaded nachos, spinach and artichoke dip. And
Wait, go back to the wings.
To the wings, yeah, half dozen chicken wings. So
Oh,
6.
okay. I was just like, I know. Yeah, I was just like, I didn't see the last flavor. I missed the smoked barbecue, and I kind of saw the sweet chili, but I was like, wait, what is that? Okay.
On the entrees, they've got a Reuben sandwich, a chicken salad sandwich, tavern battered fish sandwich, Coney Island hot dog, fish and chips, cheeseburger, blue cheeseburger, Hawaiian Loco Moco. Do you know what that is?
Yep, sure do.
And then at the kids' corner, they've got peanut butter and jelly, chicken fingers, grilled cheese sandwich, mac and cheese.
And so this is included, right? This is one of those restaurants that's included.
I believe so. Give me a second and we'll double check that. But on the desserts, carrot and walnut cake, apple pie, and brownie raspberry swirl cheesecake.
Oh, nice.
Let's validate that statement. This is a 24-hour eatery, and it is complimentary. So it is complimentary less the shakes. Those are $4.
$4, yeah.
Next up, you've got the Aloha Cafe. So this is a buffet.
Buffet.
It is their buffet on this ship. I was watching a video earlier, and I'm going to give a shout out to Har Travel. They do fantastic videos of the different ships and what the offerings are and the rooms and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you're interested in wanting to see the ship in detail, there's about a 50-minute video that Har Travel made where they really go to all of the different places on the ship and show off the different restaurants, the different bars, the pool deck, everything. It's really well done. Check that out. Danny Har Travel. Give him credit. Why not? Then we've got a bar and grill. So they've got quick bites here at this bar and grill. It's right there at the pool deck where you can grab a hot dog or a quick burger or something. So that's kind of nice. It's just walk up and grab and go. That is complimentary and included. The Liberty Restaurant. So this is one of the two main dining rooms. And what's interesting is this dining room is specifically set up to be a more of a fine dining experience. There is an actual dress code in the Liberty Restaurant.
Oh,
But it is one of the two main dining rooms, so it is complimentary and included. And then the Skyline Restaurant is more casual, more relaxed. Does not have the dress code, but it'll have the same menu as what is offered at Liberty Restaurant.
what's the dress code on that spot? Like,
My understanding is it's long pants, so you can't wear shorts. I believe it's long sleeve, can't wear short sleeve.
long sleeve. That's lame.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's some people still want that experience,
Okay.
so I'm not going to hate. So that is the restaurants that are included, right? And we're going to talk about specialty dining because I really want to talk about the food. And we'll leave it at that for tonight. We'll come back to more of the other stuff later. But first up, James, I know you got to be excited about this. The Moderno Churrascaria. You know what that is, James?
No.
Cool. Then get excited because you ever heard of Brazilian barbecue?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what this is, my friend. So you'll see there's not much of a menu. It's one page, and I'll zoom it in
Yeah.
because get ready to enjoy a traditional Brazilian-style churrascaria service known as rodizio, where every cut of quality meat is served directly at your table by our experienced gauchos. Place your table marker with the green side up to keep skewers coming. When you're finished, turn it over to the red side and start thinking about dessert. So the national drink of Brazil is the Capriani. It's served muddled, shaken, and poured over ice. So they offer 3 of those. They're $11 a piece. Or if you've got a drink package, of course, that would be included. Begin your feast with your favorite selections from the 43-item salad bar. Complement your entree with these classic gaucho sides served at your table: white rice, black beans, sauteed mushrooms, garlic mashed potatoes, fried yucca, and enjoy our pão de queijo, a traditional Brazilian cheese.
Don't need any of that stuff. Just give me the meat.
All right. Enjoy ongoing tableside service of perfectly grilled meats: filet mignon, beef tenderloin; fraldinha, flank steak;
Okay.
picanha, Brazil's signature cut of top sirloin; pernas de Guyana, Parmesan crusted chicken drumettes. That sounds good. Picana de Corno, lamb top sirloin. I love me some lamb. Peto de Frago con bacon, bacon wrapped chicken breast. Lombinho de Porco, pork loin. Linguiça, Brazilian pork sausage, all day. And Barriga de Porco, pork belly. So this is one of the again. This is not complimentary. This
Do you
is.
have beef carpaccio?
I read everything they have.
Oh, dang.
What is beef carpaccio?
It's basically like it's basically raw beef. It's just cooked just enough to kill the bacteria, and then they put like some little specialty stuff on top that and it just kind of melts in your mouth.
Okay, I mean that sounds yummy, but
It's pretty good.
next up, La Cucina. This is an Italian restaurant. Let's take a look. This La Cucina is a standard Italian restaurant that they have on most of the cruise ships. And let me do this to move us up here. So zuppa, insalata, and pasta. So pasta e fagioli. And again, if you want me to read more detail, you got to tell me. Otherwise, I'm just going to
Nah,
go.
you go.
Mozzarella caprese, calamarti fritti, insalata con pere, gnocchi e gorgonzola. And bear in mind something we should have said when it comes to these specialty dinings. Generally, what they're going to include if you're using one of your specialty passes is you're going to get an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. So one of each, and those will be included as part of that. You can always get more, but you'll be paying an a la carte price.
Right.
Ensalada con pere, gnocchi e gorgonzola, spaghetti carbonara, risotto a funghi de bosco.
Yeah, it was like mushroom. Yeah.
So some pizzas. They got a margarita, a vegetale, and a meat lovers. I might get down with some meat lovers. Secondi. So they've got salmon grigolote con crema de canelli e croccantino di prosciutto. Gamberi fra diavolo. Scallopini di male marsala. Filetto di manzo al pepe verde. Pollo cacciatore. Ossobuco alla milanese. Beef lasagna al forno. Then they have some dolce, also known as desserts. Tiramisu. Torta de pasta frolla al guiahondioa. Cannoli. Leave the gun. Take the cannoli. Gelate e sorbiti. So, this probably won't be one of mine because to me, Italian is. I can get Italian anywhere. Like, don't get me wrong, I can get Brazilian barbecue here in Reno as well, but to me, it's about the experience.
Yeah.
And I feel like an Italian restaurant experience you can get just about anywhere. Olive Gardens everywhere.
Yeah. Here, your family.
Let's take a look at some sushi.
Oh.
So they've got some signature drinks at the sushi restaurant. Wasabi cocktail and a shaku shaku, which has Gekai kan sake, Drambuie, Sambuca, cucumber, fresh lemon juice, and simple syrup. You probably would not like that, James.
Okay.
Because the Sambuca, I don't think you'd like that.
Oh, okay.
So they do have two types.
Damn, that's
of
right. They don't have a
sake.
mojito bar on this one.
Hmm?
They don't have a mojito bar on this one.
Do you know that for a fact?
I thought you said they didn't.
I don't remember. We'll have to look.
All right. We'll talk about that later.
So appetizers, chilled edamame,
Yeah.
sesame seaweed salad,
Those are kind of good.
tuna poke bowl,
Ooh.
tuna wonton volcano,
Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
sushi rolls and specialties, shojin, crispy salmon, California, spicy tuna, ahi tuna, dragon, rainbow, yellowtail, tuna pizza.
I'm very confused by the way.
Which one?
No, I'm not. Normally when I get sushi, I get the all you can eat so I can try multiple rolls. So it's just, this will be different.
Indeed. Then they've got nigiri style, so 2 pieces, 2 in order. Ahi, ebi, kampachi, sake, shurimi, and unagi. And then, they got sashimi, 3 pieces each. Ahi, kampachi, and sake. And that's it from the sushi bar.
Interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it'd probably be very fresh, but I mean, sushi generally is.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, is it worth it?
Yeah. Right. I mean, that would definitely be one of those. It would be the experience thing. But again, like, do I get one of each, or is it like?
Yeah, is it 1-1-1-1? Yeah.
Or because that's like if I'm going to sushi, I go like when we go to sushi, we go to all you can eat, so you can try a bunch of different stuff. Just gotta finish your plates.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm not gonna do dulce gelato because it's just
That's just a just a
Gelato.
dessert. Yeah, whatever.
Cagney Steakhouse. Let's take a look if this menu is any different. So, of course, it's got appetizers, entrees, sides, and desserts. Appetizers, crab cake, jumbo shrimp trio, which I got this when we went on the cruise last time, and it was jumbo shrimp. They were very good size. Grilled thick cut bacon, lobster bisque, baked onion soup, and an iceberg wedge salad, Caesar salad. Entrees, grilled selections, ribeye, petite filet mignon, or New York strip. Now, if you're doing the meal, and this is one of your one of your 3 specialty dining package, right? And you're like, oh, I want a filet mignon. Why would you get the petite?
Why? 100%. Why?
So they offer some sauces: béarnaise, green peppercorn, chimichurri, port wine jus, house-made steak sauce, and a maitre d' butter. Got to do that maitre d' butter.
And you cannot get any of those steaks well done.
No. Medium rare at best. Yeah. Featured selection: slow roasted prime rib, 16 ounce with au jus. Surf and turf, filet mignon and lobster tail. Double cut Australian lamb chops. Some seafood, grilled fisherman's platter, and grilled jumbo shrimp skewer. You can add a lobster tail to any entree for $25. And I do want to call out, James, they did not have the tomahawks on.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait, where's the tomahawk at?
Yeah. On the sides, baked russet potato, truffle mashed potato, Parmesan dusted truffle fries, pearl barley risotto, sauteed garlic mushroom, cream spinach, and steamed broccoli. For desserts, they've got raspberry creme brulee, 7-layer chocolate cake, and OMG caramel butterscotch cheesecake. I will say, and I'll let you speak to it as well, because I think we had distinctly different experiences.
Yeah, I liked Cagney's last time. And because the tomahawk and everything, that was the first time I'd have a tomahawk. If I were to go there this time, probably go with the probably like the surf and turf or something. But yeah,
even though it's an extra 25,
yeah, I'd drop an extra 25 for that. But yeah, no, I mean, I enjoyed Cagney's last time. And like you said, I know you had a different experience, but my steak was good. The sides were the sides were weird because they came in like almost like these small little dishes. It was weird, but yeah.
Yeah,
overall,
I will say from my perspective, I did the upcharge for the tomahawk, and it was not good. It was extremely fatty. It was not cooked as I wanted. The service was, and again, this is more talking about the service, less the food, but the service was not great. And the food was, to me, it was fine. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't like the experience I would expect from a really good steakhouse. Now, am I willing to give them another shot? Sure. Why not? We'll see what happens. But I do think, for me, they're not going to be my first choice when I think about where do I want to use my specialty dining credits.
But isn't that the restaurant that has the?
That's the restaurant where I can go for breakfast and lunch.
Right.
That is exclusive for the suite. I don't know if it's dinner. I got to find out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Next up, we have a new restaurant that neither of us have ever been to called East Meets West. And this is Asian cuisine.
Fusion?
Huh?
Is it fusion?
Oh, hold up. This says, please note, this restaurant is complimentary for sailings prior to January 1 of 25.
Oh, never mind.
So it won't be complimentary for us. So this is going to be one of the premiums if you want to do it. So appetizers, pork pot stickers, harvest spring rolls, salt and pepper calamari, wakame salad.
Oh, they have your option on those pot stickers. So steamed or fried. Interesting.
Yeah. Personally, I'd be doing fried if I was getting them, but I'd be getting the salt and pepper calamari.
Yeah.
Soups, hot and sour, or egg drop and corn. I'd be getting that egg drop and corn. Mm-hmm.
You will be dropping eggs and corn.
Let's see. Main courses: orange peel beef, lemon pepper chicken, kung pao chicken, sweet and sour pork, combination fried rice, and vegetable fried rice.
Mm-hmm.
Noodles, they've got a beef chow fun, Peking style chicken, char siu with rice noodle, and a spicy seafood udon. They also offer sushi here. So if I remember correctly, this restaurant's the sushi bar is like in the middle of this restaurant. So
interesting.
of course, you can get some sushi, some sashimi, nigiri. There's the specialty rolls, which we already looked at over on the other menu, and desserts. 5-spice chocolate cake. I don't know how I feel about that. Sweet ginger sauce. Coconut tapioca pudding. That sounds like something you'd like. Panda salad. And crispy chestnut and red bean triangles. What are your thoughts on those desserts, James?
Probably that 5-spice cake sounds kind of good.
I'm not sure I'd be digging it, but fair enough.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the Jefferson Bistro. This is a French cuisine. They use the Le Bistro menu, evidently, because that's what pulled up here.
Well, Tom, if it's named after Thomas Jefferson, he spent a good amount of time in France. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So entrees, lupes et saladas, les plates principal, patisseries. James, I'm gonna let you read this one.
Nope.
Come on, man. You don't want to do French?
No.
All right. Entrees, soupes et salads. So entrees, soups, and salads. Except it's appetizer soups and salads, because entrees evidently means appetizers.
Anyways.
Steak tartare à couteau.
Steak tartare.
Hand cut beef, traditional garnish, grilled baguette. This sounds delicious. Escargot la bourguignon, herb garlic butter. I know you want that. You've been talking about it for a long time.
I do.
You still haven't had any, right?
No.
This might be the time.
Yeah.
Soupe et longueur gratini, baked onion soup, beef consomme, Gruyere cheese, and croutons. I will say I got this
French
on
onion soup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this on the well, they don't call it French onion because it's a French restaurant.
Yeah.
I got this on the last cruise to Alaska, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Soup au coteau champagne, cream of mushroom soup. Chromuscule de chèvre, goat cheese croquettes, beets, Granny Smith apple, arugula, rosemary infused honey.
All together.
That sounds like something you'd like.
It might be actually pretty darn good.
Salada de endive, Belgian endive salad, Roquefort cheese, toasted walnuts. Now it's time for the Les Plats Principaux, main courses.
Was that filet de
Bacouf.
How do you say that?
Filet de bacouf, beef tenderloin, fondant potato, mushrooms, and Perigord sauce.
Huh.
Côte de porc rôti, roasted pork chop, green peppercorn sauce, twice fried potato, seasonal vegetable. Carré d'oignon rôti et cerise d'agneau à savonnas marocaines, braised shank and roasted lamb chop. Coq à vin, roasted braised chicken. Sole grenoblois, sautéed Dover sole. Filet de loup de mer, Mediterranean sea bass. Homard thermidor, lobster thermidor. This is a $25 extra upcharge, but it is a whole lobster.
Yeah, whole lobster is kind of.
And Napoleon de legumes, Napoleon of portobello mushroom and vegetable puff pastry, goat cheese, red pepper sweet potato, and Murray Blanc sauce. What would you be leaning there on the entrees?
Probably the braised shank.
The braised shank.
The shank. The
the lamb chop. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I will.
or maybe the beef tenderloin.
I got the beef tenderloin without the mushrooms because I'm not a mushroom fan, and it was amazing. This restaurant was amazing. I can't say enough about Le Bistro, Jefferson Bistro. Uh, I'm guessing same experience. The service was amazing. The food was amazing. It was just, it was amazing.
Yeah.
So this for sure is one I will be going to. Will be one of my three, and of course now desserts. The Fraser strawberries with diplomat cream and pistachio almond sponge cake.
What's diplomat cream?
Hell if I know. Sables au citron meringue, roasted almond, sweet meringue, lemon confit reduction.
Yeah.
Ile lo totaniti, airy meringue pillow floating in vanilla cream and anglaise raspberry coulis. Cremes glacias el sorbet, assorted ice cream flavors, vanilla chocolate, strawberry, and lemon sorbet. And now that I'm looking at this, I believe I got the Fraser. Again, I can't speak highly enough about this restaurant. Unless there's absolutely nothing on that menu that piqued your interest, you gotta try the French restaurant.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just like escargot is pretty much just like that's non-starter.
All right, last of the specialty dining, teppanyaki. James and I did this experience on the Norwegian Bliss
With Tyrus.
with Tyrus. Yes, he was there. Is he still
Yeah.
around?
It looks like it.
Mark, will the family be on this trip? The answer is yes. Yes, they will. So, yes, you, me, and Tyrus, we did the teppanyaki. What's that?
It wasn't that great to me. I mean, it was like the chef was cool, but other than that, I guess that's the experience. But the server was
Well, and I feel bad for you because you burned one of your free restaurant or one of your dining packages on this, right?
yeah.
Yeah, I paid for it because I think it was only like $39 for the experience, and to me, it wasn't worth the $39. But I'm glad I didn't burn one of my dining package
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
So they got some signature cocktails: a shaku shaku and a wasabi cocktail, soup and salad, miso and seaweed.
Seaweed salad was good though.
I don't like either of those things. I don't like miso soup and I don't like seaweed salad. So for me, I just kind of passed on it. I think I gave Tyrus or you my soup. I can't remember.
I think with Tyrus probably.
On the entrees, so select one teppanyaki classic or combination, each served with garlic fried rice, teppanyaki grilled vegetables, onion, and creamy mustard dipping sauces. So teppanyaki classics: chicken yaki udon, chicken breast and udon noodles; vegetable yaki udon, seasonal vegetables; seafood, jumbo shrimp, sea scallops, and calamari; New York strip, beef strip loin; or vegetable teriyaki, seasonal vegetables, teriyaki tofu. Teppanyaki combinations. So Yamato, chicken breast and jumbo shrimp; Asuka, New York strip and jumbo shrimp; Kamakuri, New York strip and chicken breast; or Edo, sea scallops and jumbo shrimp. And then desserts, they got a green tea cake with cashew nut brittle or fresh fruit sashimi sliced exotic fruits. Again, I do not feel that this is worth using one of your food credits on. But James, would you concur with that? Or
Yeah, I mean, probably if you can just go ahead and if you want to go, go and just maybe drop the coin on it.
yeah, and really quickly, I'm just looking to see if there is and it does not appear that there is a specifically bar. What was it, James, that you were looking for?
Mojito bar.
Mojito bar. Apologies, James. Unfortunately, does not look like it. But we'll be talking more about this ship in coming weeks and what's offered on it, because cruise is coming fast. We have less than a year to prepare for it. How many days did I say it was?
200 and some odd number.
283.
Yeah.
So it's coming quick. So if you are interested, hit us up. Check out our Facebook page.
You know what? Yeah.
Ian Court is our personal cruise consultant.
Yeah,
Make sure to mention me, Mark with the group cruise. And we're going October 4th to the 11th.
Yeah.
You got anything else for today, James?
Oh, I'm tired.
No.
No,
I don't want to contribute nothing.
No, I just I don't have anything else. I'm gonna bake open. Actually, which one should I do next week?
The camel.
Camel. Okay.
Yeah.
So next week I'll break out the camel. Camel jerky, baby.
Because I ain't never had camel, so
Have you had kangaroo?
yeah.
Oh no.
I've not had kangaroo jerky, but I've had a kangaroo burger before.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
I can't remember. I think it was somewhere on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I
Oh,
mean, you can get them here in America. It's not.
Yeah, no. Oh, hey, we don't. They don't have it. That's ostrich at Fuddruckers. Never mind.
Yes, the ostrich, elk.
Yeah.
They did something else. Bison.
Bison. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I'll bust out the camel jerky next week, and but yeah. So
Cool. Well, I don't have anything else. If you don't have anything else,
Before have you? I have not. I just realized because I was like, wait, that's going on now. Have you watched the What Ifs already? Or
I have not started them because I missed the first night, and I was like, okay, I might as well wait.
and just watch them all?
Yeah, because it's only 8 episodes.
Yeah, I was feeling the same thing. I mean,
We're
I was
3 in, or 22, 23, 24. We're 4 in. We're halfway through them. I think the final one releases on the 29th.
yeah, so I might as well just watch them all.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this point.
Yeah,
But I started the 5th episode of Skeleton Crew.
yeah, and I'm surprised that's got a 95 on Rotten Tomatoes.
The series or the episode?
The series.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how far are you into it?
I'm 2 behind.
It's okay. I don't hate it like I thought I would, because I
Yeah.
figured it was Goonies in space, and it kind of is Goonies in space.
But there's a little bit more to. There's a little bit more to it.
Not much, but it's not bad. It's just
Characters got heart.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just it's not the Star Wars series I would want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Personally, I want more that's going to like push forward the main story that we're going to get in the film Filoni is working, because I can't imagine any of this has anything to do with that. Could be wrong, right? Maybe all of a sudden in the finale, Ahsoka's there for some reason, but I don't think so. I don't think that's what's going to happen. So, all right. Well, if you don't got nothing else,
Nah.
well then, I guess we'll see you next year.
We will see you next year. Bye 2020.